Hi everybody, this is the first chance I've gotten to do my video, and it seems like every week it's the same story, but it's true. On Monday I played golf with my friends, but we played late in the day because it was raining, and we were hoping it would stop, and then we found a place in the state where it wasn't raining, so we hightailed it out there. So we did have a good day. Tuesday and Wednesday, my husband took out of work. Tuesday was our anniversary, and yesterday we actually played golf with my brother and my sister-in-law. So it's been a kind of a busy week, but I did want to get this video out to you today before my crop is tomorrow, and I wanted to show you. If you're looking on my mat here, I've got a bunch of scraps, and I've been working on something for Croptoberfest that yields a lot of strips. And my first inclination is I have so much paper, I'm going to just toss it. But then I came up with an idea that I could use them and make little ribbons. And you can take all your scraps and cut them in strips, or if they're already in strips, use them and connect them and make big rolls of ribbon that you can use in your crafts, on your cards or your scrapbooks, or whatever it is you like to do. So I want to show you how I did that. And I am going to connect a second one to this so it's longer, but I'll show you exactly how that works. And that's the one thing I want to show you, and I'm hemming and hawing about showing you a second thing because this will be quick. Now see, this isn't straight, so I would definitely take my trimmer and make that straight. But I'm using this one because it matches the one that I used here. Okay, and you see you fold it, but you fold it way down. So it's really simple. And I don't remember how I think it doesn't really matter. So I'm just taking my thumb to hold it, and then I'm just folding back. So, and then I'll move my thumb up again and kind of eyeball where I had it. And then again, fold back. And keep going, just folding backwards all the way down. And you can make them as wide or as narrow as you want. If they're consistent, that's good. If they're not, it's not going to be that noticeable unless it's a big inconsistency. So I'll finish this one, and then I'll show you how I'm going to use the other one. I think I will show that second tip. Okay, all the way down to the end. So now I end up with this. So how do you keep it down? There's a lot of different ways you can keep it down. I mean, you can take adhesive under every one of those, but I'm not going to do that. I'm taking my repositionable tape runner. Let me turn it this way so that I'm going in that direction because I'm right-handed. And I want to just put some repo, because with the repo, if there's excess, you can just wipe it right off. And then I'm taking this here and I'm attaching it so that I have a longer ribbon to use. And they don't all have to match. You can take a whole different other pattern. If I had a white, this is about the inch wide. You can take that whole other pattern and fold it back and add that. Because when you go to use it, and like it's even a different width, so when you go to use it, you have them all together. You can have them all rolled up into a roll, and keep them with your scrapbooking supplies or your craft supplies. Now, what I'm going to do, where did I can't even see where I connected them, but I made this little thing here, and I'll talk about that, but I'm going to put this here. There it is. That's where I connected it. It came off. And I'm going to trim it. And I'm going to put that at the bottom of that. So for this one, I am going to use regular tape runner, because I do want this to stay. I don't want it to fall off. And that's how you can use your ribbons that you make. And it's just a way of using up your scraps, the strips that you cut off paper to make the paper fit. Now this is a little journal. It's a mini journal, and I want to show you. It's made out of one piece of scrapbook paper and some cutaways that I had, and let me show you how it works. So there's tags you can journal on. Okay, and if that's too dark, you can just put a piece of journal paper over that. You can journal on these little tags. And here's some more journaling pieces tucked into these pockets. And here's a couple of notebook papers that you can journal on. It's something you can keep in your purse. And here's a tag you can journal on, and some journaling paper here, and the same on this side with some enhancement that you can journal on. And here's a journal paper. And then when you turn it, you have even more. There's a pocket here for a journal card, more notebooks, and then the front. So I will show you how to make that. I don't know that I'll decorate the whole thing. It might lend to a very lengthy video. I'll see how it goes. But I'm going to take a piece of scrapbook paper. And sometimes you have scrapbook paper that you probably won't use in your albums. And that's how, this is just something you can do with it. Now, the little mini journal, it makes a really nice gift for someone. And I know if you go on eBay and buy journals like that, they're not cheap. Especially the bigger ones were selling for like $500. So you fold it. And then I'm trying to remember, then you turn it and you fold it again. No, that's wrong. Okay, you fold it like that. Yeah, and then you just fold it right to the fold like that. And you fold this to the fold. And if you use photo safe paper, and I only use Creative Memories, you can add photos to go with your words. Now you take a scissors and you cut right down the middle, only across 3 panels. And I mean, you can do this with your trimmer, but right here I have that guide. right there. And now you're going to go over and under and over. And it depends on, and you know, what you want your cover to be. So if you want the red on the front, you're gonna go, instead of doing that, you want to go like this, over and under and over, and do the same here, over and under and over. Now this has no direction, so there. So now you have this. So over here, I'm going to use my precision point adhesive, because I don't want to take up too much of the space, and the tape runner might just do that. And I'm going to connect just one side. And I wasn't that particular when I was folding it, so the white is showing. So now we have this. You have a pocket. I didn't allow enough time for that to dry. You have a pocket, you have another page, you have this, and then you turn it, and you have another set of journal papers. And you have a really nice mini journal. Now the next step, of course, is to make pockets and things like over here. I mean, I can take, let's see if I have any paper here. I can make a pocket out of this. Okay, so let's see. And that's even a place to journal, actually, because it's a journal, and you write in a journal, and you record memories and feelings and happy moments and sad moments. So right here, and inside my journals, when I put pockets, when I make them, I'm using the precision point adhesive, because it's just a skinny strip. So maybe across the top, to decorate this a little, I might like a corner, a couple of corners. And I can put that up here. And maybe do the other three. Let's see. I mean, the other two, they're not exactly the same. Let's see if I can. I mean, this I'm doing off the fly, so forgive me. Forgive me for that. I didn't practice this part at all. But the whole idea is is to have a process and try different things. Some things will work, and some things won't. And I want some cohesiveness with these triangles. That's why I'm doing this. There. So I'm putting these triangles in the corner. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but it's a nice idea to put more pockets that'll hold different things. This is not high enough, and I do want that up in the corner. And we'll put this in this corner. And so that's one way. Over here, I think I'll put a pocket, and I have some, let's see, I have some papers set aside for this project I'm working on. We can put, I think I'll put 2 pockets there. And it's like really easy. I mean, would really easy to make these pockets. I mean, you just put the adhesive on 3 sides, and you have the top open. And I usually don't use that because it doesn't give you much space. Like I said, I use my precision point adhesive, which I like better for this particular project. There. And this one will be a little better. We'll put it here. So what can you put in there? A lot of different things. You can put in some squares to journal on. That's because I did. Okay, and you can put a tag to journal on. In here, the same thing. You can put just a happy saying in there. And then, well, this isn't gonna fit there, but I can cut it down. What else can I put in there? Do I have something? I have these banners that I made. These banners will look good in there. And you can journal on these banners, or you can use them simply for decoration. So that's the first 2 pages of this. What would I put in? Let's see, it was on this side. In the pocket, I would get one of our journaling cards, one of our journal mats. Let's see, I have a bunch here. Like this. Well, actually, I had some that I cut down. Yeah. I would get a journal mat like this. Where was I? I want to go, maybe it's on this side. Yeah. And I tuck that in there. Now, this sticks out like that, so I would trim it on either side and tuck it in. So that's another journal card. Now, to make those notebook pages that I had, I just had some notebooks and I cut them to size, and I did 1 page at a time, and I just took the precision point adhesive. Let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of notebooks like this. So I just tore it out and I cut it down. I cut them down so that they would fit. And I think it was like something like 2 3/4 inches. And then I trim this right off, fold it in half like this. You could do it this way too. And then you have the folded end on the top. And then all you're doing is sticking this up. And then after everything is cut, this will flip up like that. So I should show you that. Where's my trimmer? So I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut it right over the fold too. It was a little thick. And this will be a little narrower because I'm doing it hastily. All right, let's see. Okay, so now all of these, let's see, nothing's folded at the bottom. So now I can take this, and some people even use a sewing machine to sew it on. But I would go right about in the middle, and I'd put another one on this side. Actually, I don't like this at the bottom. I'd rather have it at the top. So maybe I'll just cut that right off. And I have a line to follow, so I can use my scissors. And now I can show you how so I took, what I did was I did, Creative Memories used to have chalking ink. So I inked all the edges on the ones in there. And I'm not that good at that, so here's the first one. So I'm putting the precision point adhesive at the top, and I'm centering it on the page. And the next thing I do is put a string of adhesive on the top of that. Take the next one in line, and I put it on top. And you keep going and going, and then you have little notebooks on your pages. You'd have one here and one here. So, and the page needs nothing else. Unless you want to take a ribbon and put it at the bottom of that. So, I mean, I hope this inspires you. I mean, carrying a journal, what a journal does, and this is sticking up, so I'm going to put some of this down so that stays. I'll have to hold it. Using a journal and having it, this is like a little pocket journal, and taking it and writing about your day, every day, writing about your feelings during the month, or everything you did. This is about fall memories. Write about visits to the pumpkin patch, or write about birthdays that you went to. Excuse me. Write about how you felt about different things. At the end of the month, when you think, gee, I didn't do, or the end of the season, really, and you think, I really didn't do anything. Well, when you look at your journal, you'll see how much you've accomplished in that time. So that's why I think journals are very important to keep. It helps with mental health. It helps with all kinds of health. It just really helps you remember. It helps your memories. It helps keep your memories safe. Okay, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.